Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den Hawam in Yasawada in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, let me say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Roka Kodash Mahamav. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Ha'awan. Salutation to the archangels on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Well, like every day, things are moving faster. Things are getting very interesting. Too much truth is coming out in the internet, right? Scripture calls it the unicorn. And they're going to stop it, right? Because they're getting more, the Edomites are getting more and more advanced with AI, right? To the point where it's going to come where AI can manipulate, right? Anything that it wants in the on the phones and say that we said it, right? When we didn't, okay? I mean, I just saw YouTube. I forgot the guy's name. He talks about he's a geek. I think he's Japanese. But anyway, he's talking about how how serious things are going to get with this with these new AIs, right? Where they'll be able to control the phone, and we won't have that kind of control no more, right? But look at this. It came out here. Red alert. World largest DEW is the U.S. hiding a South Pole earthquake weapon? Is the question. Well, the guy who's going to talk, right, in this video, he worked in the North Pole with the technology, a whistleblower, okay? The title of this lesson, he makes fire come down from heaven. Woo! Let's play a little bit of this and then get into the lesson. Here we go.
On this channel, we've discussed weather modification technologies, large-scale optical illusions in the sky, and shady organizations that are trying to gobble up all of our land. And yet, what I'm going to talk about today might be the scariest topic I've covered so far. Since I have a habit of reading your comments, I know many of you keep up with these obscure stories that the mainstream media simply refuses to cover. That's exactly why I believe some of you might know about what Raytheon is doing in a US-funded facility situated in the South Pole. And if you don't know, you really should, because their actions are not only changing our present, but are going to have some drastic effects on our future as well. But before we even talk about what they're doing in that frozen landscape, let's find out what this facility actually is. And luckily, we have someone who has not only worked in this ultra-secret facility, but is also willing to talk about it without any hesitation.
I'm very happy that you're giving me this attention and this information attention, because it needs to get out to the world. I will start, since we have to be brief. I have already given all pertinent information and supporting documentation to the Senate Intelligence Committee and AARO. They informed me that all of my information will be recorded for public record and shared with Congress. It is that important. In 2010, I was selected to go down to the South Pole Station in Antarctica for an entire year by Raytheon Polar Services as an employee of a third-party contractor for the National Science Foundation. I function in a dual-role capacity as a tradesman and a firefighter. My responsibilities required me to be more informed than most of my crew and offered me complete access to the facilities. What I learned from this unique experience needs to be shared with the entire world. The technology at the South Pole Station certainly can do what it is presented as its primary purposes, and unfortunately, much more. The IceCube neutrino detector is presented as a passive listening device for the purposes of the science as presented.
So basically, Eric says he was working on behalf of the National Science Foundation, and his job took him to the IceCube Neutrino Observatory that's located in Antarctica. One quick search will tell you that this observatory was developed by the University of Wisconsin-Madison and constructed at the Amundsen-Scott South Pole Station. This project is a recognized CERN experiment. The observatory IceCube consists of spherical optical sensors called digital optical modules, or DOMs. And as for why we made an observatory in the middle of nowhere, well, according to their website, the facility was primarily designed to observe neutrinos from the most violent astrophysical sources in our universe. Now, so far, this
I mean, it's crazy to
Look,
think
you know how
about
it
it.
is with
Like,
this, you
it used
know?
to cost millions
control
to
it.
advertise on TV, and now because
this observatory looks like just another one of hundreds of research labs that are located in the South Pole. However, according to Eric, the real purpose of this lab is far more sinister than any of us can even imagine.
The season that I was there, 2010 to 2011, we converted from construction to operations and maintenance in both the elevated station and the detector array. Unfortunately, when they first fired it up, that was when we had the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand. There was 2 incidental shots before they were able to target it correctly. This is an earthquake generating device as well. This is the weapons of war that we have to deal with now and what Raytheon's hiding.
Now, the earthquake he's talking about took 185 lives in New Zealand and caused billions of dollars worth of damage back in 2011. I'm sure it sounds like a wild claim, but earthquakes seem to be happening more and more often in the South Pole. In fact, back in 2022, it was reported that there were 85,000 earthquakes of different magnitudes in Antarctica in a single year. Of course, it was also reported that this abnormal seismic activity was thanks to an inactive volcano, but if Eric's claims are true, that a big chunk of these earthquakes could be a direct result of activities at this observatory. The continent has also been recognized as a source of mysterious tsunamis over the years. Looking at all of this, it's not surprising why many people believe a whistleblower who's telling them why the earthquakes might be happening in the frozen wasteland. However, producing earthquakes only seems to be one of the functions of this facility. According to Eric, this observatory is also a prime example of a new weapon class.
I have provided documentation that proves that the 5,160, what they call DOMs, that are embedded in the ice can actually transmit at 2,047 volts each. That gives us a long list of things to consider. It is effectively a multifaceted directed energy weapons platform that I will list rapidly a few things that it can do. Vehicle detection. We're learning that these off-world craft, on-world craft, ours or other nations, are also emitting neutrinos. So this makes the South Pole Station effectively an air traffic control station for this new level of equipment that nobody's discussing. In addition to the ability to detect neutrinos and the exotic vehicles, I have provided documentation that shows that this is also a system for faster than light communications. In the past, Gary McKinnon has hacked NASA, found the off-world fleet, the list of captains, and it's apparent that if we have faster than light vehicles moving throughout the system, we're going to need faster than light communications.
Stop it right there. I guess you're catching the point, and I hope you are, because bottom line, what they're really doing, besides that they can call fire from heaven, right, is they want to catch the traffic that's going on in space, right, the so-called UFOs. They believe that with this technology, by the way, was given to them by Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai, okay? Doesn't mean that the Edomites and AI is all powerful and smart, okay? It was given to them. And they're going to use it as a weapon of war when Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of angels, right? They believe that with this technology, not only they can control and stop Yahweh Shai from coming back or destroy Yahweh Shai and the host of angels, the army of angels, right? But that they can change what Yahweh Shai already has written from the beginning of time. Okay, the Edomites been drinking so much Kool-Aid that they believe their own crap. Okay. I want to go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. And he does great wonders, so that he makes fire come down from heaven on the earth and in the sight of men. Yeah, right. When they say it's natural causes, wildfire, natural earthquakes, I think I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I don't remember what video I said it, but here it goes. If they have the technology, okay, whatever technology they have from 1960 or 1940 all the way up to now, whatever disasters, right, have occurred around the world, the blame should be put on the people in power and the corporations that have the technology. They have committed treason. They need to be hanged by the neck. You see? Because there's a lot of murdering that has gone on for so many years, right? Just to steal land and wealth, okay? Some wicked stuff going on. But anyway, we're going to wait for Yahweh Shai to come back to do that kind of hanging, okay? So I want to go to First King. Give me a minute. Let me go there first. First King, chapter 18, verse. Let me start with verse 36. Yeah, because the Edomites are getting tired and fed up of we using the scripture in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai talking, and now with the advanced AI, they can change anything that we say and make the voice sound just like ours, right? Make any images or picture or video and say, look, they did this, talking about, the people in power. And of course, their own Edomites are going to believe it. They have to, because they don't want the new kingdom of heaven to come down, right? The Edomites don't want to go into slavery for 1,000 years and then after that be exterminated. So they're getting desperate, they're getting excited with this new advanced toy that they have, okay, and that they're going to use when the time comes that Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of angels. Okay, I want to go to 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 36, and this has to do with Elijah. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh power of Abraham and Isaac and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art Yahweh, right, in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. So you can see that the Edomites, with such advanced toy, right, and also advanced AI, of course they're going to start believing that they are gods, right, that they are unstoppable, and that nations that do not bow down to them, they can call fire from heaven. Other nations have this toy too, by the way, okay? So of course they're going to feel like gods, and they're going to all get together to fight when Yahushua comes back, right? And if nations don't bow down, meaning the citizens, right, they'll destroy everything that you have, right, with one call from fire from heaven. Where am I? 37. Hear me, O Yahweh. Hear me, that this people may know that thou art Yahweh power, and that thou hast turned their hearts back again. So Elijah was a prophet, and he's going to show the people that their fake gods is nothing but fake. It's amazing, right, that history is repeating itself, okay? And that how powerful the true living God, Yahweh the Father, and Yahweh Shai the Son are, and always will be. Okay? Verse 38, then the fire of Yahweh fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. Boy, that was some serious strong heat to do all that. That's a lot of power, right? And that's only a little, it's a lot of power in our eyes, but he can create stronger power than that, okay? He's just showing how powerful he really is. And verse 39, and when all the people saw it, they fell on their face. Woo! And they said, Yahweh, he is the power. Yahweh, he is the power. Well, the Edomites now, with the technology that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has given them, right? They are copying what the true gods of heaven and earth really are. And they say we can make all the people in the world bow down to us, right? And we can fight, right? And destroy Yahweh Shai. We can hack into the communication in space, right? In a blink of an eye. Boy, they've been drinking a lot of Kool-Aid, these Edomites. Moving on to Matthew chapter 24. Give me a minute while I go there. 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But it's going to be impossible. Okay? It will not be allowed. Those are the 144,000 chosen elect that Yahweh Shai is really coming for, which is going to be all men receiving the new spiritual body, Superman body, right, with Superman Hawk power, okay, to be turned loose and kick ass, right, kick AI's ass, kick ass to all the drones and robots, and also the heathens and the Edomites. And he's coming also down for 1/3, men, women, and children. Okay? I hope and pray that I'm one of those elect. Let me go now to 2 Thessalonians. Give me a minute. 2 Thessalonians. I'm going to go to chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Yeah. That's what they, Elon Musk, Billy the Gate, Carl Schwab, Elon Musk, I said, right? Soros, right? Zuckerberg, and the rest of their goonies, right? A lot of them are hiding behind the scenes because, they don't want to be seen, right? They want to be able to move around, but they're showing their faces more and more, okay? And they're going to keep deceiving the multitude, right, of this wicked world to bow down to their beast bank system or else, right? I want to go to Deuteronomy chapter, what happened? Chapter 13, let's start with verse 1. If there arise among you if there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder, verse 2, and the signs or the wonders come to pass, whereof he speaks unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. That's what the Edomites are doing. They want to put so much fear, they want to put so much starvation, so much chaos, right, into this wicked world that they want everyone to bow down to them so they can take the charagma, right? That chip they want inside of everyone. So AI can have total control. They can stick that chip right up their ass. Verse 3, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For Yahweh your power proves you to know whether you love Yahweh your power with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. So it's a test that the whole world's going to get, right? And only those are going to pass it that are the elect, okay? 2/3 of our people, so-called Negros, Latino, and speckled birds, are not going to pass it. They think that, they not only they think, they believe, right, that they have free will, free choice. Are they going to be surprised, shocked, and devastated when this day comes and they find out that they don't have that kind of courage? If it's not given to you by Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai, he will make you take the charagma. Yep, no matter what age you are, right? Because 2/3 of our people love the whole world, love everybody, right? Okay, well, keep that same energy when Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai comes back. Verse 5. Oh, wait. Salakia. That was verse 4. That's where I want to go to. Ye shall walk after Yahweh your power, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice. And you shall serve him, and cling unto him. That's right. Right? Because our life depends on it. Okay? He's the only one that can save us. Right? Yahweh Shah can only save his people, the so-called Negros, Latino, Mexican, and speckled bird. Even if the Edomites are given authority to take our life, okay? We hold on and stand firm in the name of Yahweh Shah, who will give us strength, courage, and hope, and faith, and who can bring us back alive, right? Not this fake artificial technology that they want to put parts every time, the new parts that they have put in you, has expired. Okay? Verse 5, I believe. Yeah, verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he has spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. This is the second spiritual Egypt, the so-called America, and redeem you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh thy power commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. You see? So the Edomites know that what they're doing is going to bring an end to their game, an end to their wicked kingdom, an end to the blessing that they were given by the sword. Okay? This is their last chess move. Okay? And they hope, right, that they're going to succeed, but they're not going to succeed. They're just going to use the power that's allowed to them by Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, and then lo and behold, the great real power comes down from heaven, Yahweh Shai, with the host of angels. I want to go to John chapter 8. Give me a minute. John chapter 8. Verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abhorred not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And who was that in the beginning of time? Well, that was Cain, right? Who murdered Abel, right? And Cain was given that curse, right? That curse, that mark that wherever he goes, he can keep doing what he was doing. Because when he was cursed by Yahweh, he freaked out, right? He said, "Wait a minute, if you're gonna mark me, everyone's gonna know that I murdered my brother Abel," right? And Yahweh said, "No, no, 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 no. Don't worry. If you're concerned that anybody's gonna try to take your life away, nobody's gonna touch you, right? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're good at, right? What you so greedy, right, and conniving about. Keep going around the world raping, murdering, and plundering." And he said, "Wow." Right? He heard it from the mouth of Yahweh, so he said, "Okay." Now all those years up to now he is in big trouble. That same spirit is what the Edomites have, right? It went from Cain to Esau, and from Esau to the Edomites, right? They are the children of Satan. I want to go to 1 John chapter 2. Give me a minute. I'm looking. Chapter 2, verse, I'll start with 16. Here we go, verse 16. "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world." Verse 17. "And the world passed away, and the lust thereof. But he that do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai abides forever." So, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai knows that we're living in this weak body, this weak flesh, this sinful flesh, right? But he's letting us know, those who are called in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Naked, and speckled birds, don't get too caught up or too addicted in the things of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, right? And the pride of life. And these are the things that the Edomites are going to feed all our people with, right? They're going to say, "Hey, you can live a beautiful, glorious life if you bow down to me," right? And take the charagma, so then you, so-called Negros, Latinos, Naked, and speckled birds, can go fight your creator while they go hide in the bunkers, right? I'm going to leave it with, where am I? I'm going to go back to Matthew chapter 24, I believe it was. And I'm going to start with verse 25. Was it 25? Give me a minute. Yes. "Behold, I have told you before." Right? Here goes verse 26. "Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth." Right? "Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not." Slakia. Verse 27. "For as the lightning comes out of the east, and shines even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Right? So it's going to be an eye awakening, okay, that the Edomites real desperately want everyone to look in their direction, right? But with all that, with all this technology, all this deception that they're going to be doing, the true King of Kings, Lord of Lords will appear, that the whole world will see it and know it. So I leave it with verse, give me a minute. No, let me go a little bit further. Verse 30. I'm going to jump here. Slovakia. And then shall appear the signs of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth moan, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. Yeah, the chariots, those so-called UFOs of heaven, with power and great glory. The whole world, right? The Edomites are going to say, how is it that with all the technology, right, the whole world is going to now see him and know that it's him? Well, I'll leave it with verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And that's how you're going to know that it's Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Because the Edomites will not be able to pull that trick. Huh? When the 144 chosen elect, get hit with the new spiritual Superman power body, the perfect body, boy, they're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. The whole world's gonna know that that's Yahweh Shai in the heavens, courting his people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say, Shalom.